Sixth grade lesson 4.6 is finding unit rates. Unit rates are a rate compared to 1 unit. We use these a lot in our world. For example, we talk about how fast we're going as a rate, 20 miles per hour. That is a unit rate because hour is singular. We don't say 20 miles per hours, plural. We talk about it as 1 hour. Written as a ratio, we would have 20 miles per 1 hour. So 20 to 1 ratio. Another example, we might say that she makes $15 per day. Oh, that would be terrible. $15 per day would be $15 per 1 day, a 15 to 1 ratio. So a unit rate is still a ratio, but part of that ratio is a single 1 unit, hour singular or day singular, not days, or something like that. All right, so let's take a look at this Unlock the Problem dealing with unit rates. So we have this problem. We're going to take it through our steps for word problems. We're going to read it first. The star fruit, or carambola, is the fruit of a tree that is native to Indonesia. Looks like that's what it is. Looks like a little star. Cute. So native to Indonesia, India, and Sri Lanka. Slices of the fruit are in the shape of 5-pointed star. Lara paid $9.60 for 16 ounces of star fruit. Find the price of 1 ounce of star fruit. Underline the question. They want us to find the price of 1 ounce of star fruit. Circle the information they gave us. They said she paid $9.60 for 16 ounces of star fruit. So they want us to remember that a unit rate makes a comparison to 1 unit. You can find a unit rate by dividing the numerator and denominator by the number in the denominator. So we have a ratio that compares how much the price to the weight, and that price is $9.60, and the amount for the $9.16 is 16 ounces. This is the price to the weight. So what you do is you divide the numerator divided by denominator. So this is going to divide by 16. We'll do to both. So divide by 16 is what they want us to write there. And I'll do $9.60 divided by 16. Carry my decimal straight up. 16 does not go into 9. 16 goes into 96 6 times. I didn't know that off the top of my head. I would have had to go off to the side in my math lab and calculate it out, but I had the answer in front of me, so I cheated a little bit. And 16 is 0 times. So it is 60 cents for 1 ounce of star fruit. The number in the, so we divide the numerator and denominator by the number in the denominator. So the unit rate is 60 cents. The price is 60 cents per ounce. So how do we find unit rates? Simply by dividing. So if they give us a ratio that has an amount for a different amount, we can divide them to break it down to our 1 unit rate is how you do that. So find unit rates by dividing. And so they give us another practice one. Hooray! During migration, a hummingbird can fly 210 miles in 7 hours, and a goose can fly 165 miles in 3 hours. Which bird flies at a faster rate? Well, in order to find out which one goes faster, I'm going to break them both down to their unit rate. But before I even do that, I'm going to ask you, which one do you think goes faster, the hummingbird or the goose? Hard to tell right now because we haven't calculated it. I know what my guess was, and mine was wrong. So anyways, we read it. Now we want to underline the question, which bird flies at a faster rate. Circle the information that they gave us. Well, we know the hummingbird can go at a rate of 210 miles in 7 hours, and a goose can fly at 165 miles in 3 hours. So we'll write the rate for each bird, the current rate, not the unit rate, because it's more than 1. So we have 210 miles for 7 hours for the hummingbird. And for the goose, it had 165 miles for 3 hours. So they already filled in part of that. We're going to divide both of these by the denominator, 210 divided by 7, and then this would be 7 divided by 7 to give us the 1 unit. So we will divide them both. 210 divided by 7 is 30 miles, and 7 divided by 7 is 1. So we have 30 miles per 1 hour, or 30 miles per hour. This one is 165 divided by 3. We'll divide 3 by both of these. This will give us 3 divided by 3, which is 1. That's our unit rate, 1 hour. And 165 divided by 3 turns out to be 55. So the goose can go 55 miles per 1 hour, or 55 miles per hour. So we're comparing the rates. 55 miles per hour is faster than 30 miles per hour. So the goose flies at a faster rate. Were you right on your guess? I don't know why I thought a hummingbird would go faster. I thought it was going to be the hummingbird. I guess because their wings go so fast. But I guess you also have to keep in mind that a goose is much bigger. So it would be like having a Hot Wheel with very, very fast spinning wheels compared to a regular sized car with slower moving wheels. I guess I should have considered the size of them. This goose has much bigger wings to flap that can make it go further, I suppose. So we just divided 210 divided by 7 gave us the unit rate of 30 miles per 1 hour. 165 miles over 3 hours. We did the division, 165 divided by 3, and that gave us 55 miles per 1 hour. We'll do one more practice one. All right, a 64-ounce bottle of apple juice costs $5.76. There's your ratio or your rate. A 15-ounce bottle of apple juice costs $1.80. Which item costs less per ounce? Underline the question. Which item costs less per ounce? Circle the information they gave you. I can get 64 ounces for $5.76, and I can get 15 ounces for $1.80. We have for the 64-ounce bottle. 64 ounces is $5.76. And we'll compare this ratio in the same way. If ounces was on the bottom for comparison, there are ounces on the bottom here. 15 ounces is $1.80. We're going to divide both of these by the denominator of 64 because our goal is to turn that to a 1 for a 1 ounce. So $5.76 divided by 64, also divided by 64. And you would end up with 0.09, so 9 cents, 9 pennies, right? 9 cents per 1 ounce is how much the apple juice costs. Let's see about the 64-ounce bottle of apple juice. The 15-ounce bottle of apple juice, let's find out. We have $1.80 for 15 ounces, so we're going to do $1.80 for 15 ounces. We're going to divide by the 15 ounces so we can bring it down to 1 ounce. And $1.80 divided by 15 is 0.12. I did not know that in my head. I am not that good at calculating like that. I did it ahead of time so that you didn't have to wait for me to do that. Compare the unit rates. 9 cents, 9 pennies per ounce is less expensive than 12 cents per ounce. Both are still cheap. The 64-ounce bottle costs less per ounce. So there's some practice with that. Hopefully that's enough information for you to do that. If that all makes sense and you're ready to go on, go ahead and go on. If you're somebody who says, I would have loved to have seen that division, Ms. Sanchez, because I need those cobwebs dusted off in my brain on how to divide with those, you can stick around and finish this out. If you don't need that, go ahead and stop the video, and good luck with your lesson. Okay, so those of you who wanted to stick around for the division to happen, we had the $5.76 divided by 64. Float the decimal straight up. 64 does not fit into 5. I like to put the 0 there to tell me so that I don't have the decimal in the wrong place. 64 also does not fit into 57. So now I'm doing 64 into 576, and I honestly don't know how many times that will go. I just know that when we use this algorithm, it's going to be 9 times or less. And it's going to take a lot to get there because this is less than 100 and this is almost 600. So at least I mean, this is almost half of 100, so at least 7, 8, maybe 9 times. So I'll experiment with an 8 maybe, and that's 512, and I'll experiment with a 9, 57, oh, dead on, 57, 576, so 9 with none left over. So that's how I got the 0.09. For the practice over here, $1.80 divided by 15. Float that decimal straight up. 15 does not go into 1. 15 does go into 18 just the one time, because 15 times 1 is 15. I get 3 left over, bring down the lifesaver. 15 into 30 goes in twice. And so that's how I got 0.12 cents. So hopefully that dusted off those cobwebs on how to divide with those decimals. I knew some of you may have wanted to have seen that.